I want to go over the trades for the Nasdaq on this President's Day holiday. The stock market is closed, but the futures are trading. We did not trade today, but I'm going to show you the list of trades that were taken by the strategies, even though we did not trade them, and go over the Nasdaq and a new update in the portfolio calculator. So first of all, you'll see this market gap down on Sunday night. The futures market opened on Sunday night at 5. Market gap down, and then it rallied, and then it sold off to the lows. We said last week that we think that the market will take out the lows on the 24th, January the 24th, that big reversal day. A lot was made about that day, one of the biggest reversals since 2008. Market was down more than 4% on the S&P. It reversed to close up for the day. Thought that was part of the propping that continues to happen in this market that makes it difficult to trade. Very choppy bear market on an index level, in my opinion. And so what's interesting to note about this market is it's down about 3,000 points from the high, 16,771, 13,735, roughly 3,000 points. And then at this level, it's the pandemic. From the pandemic high to low, it was roughly down 3,000 points as well, but the index value is higher. So on a percentage basis, it's only about half as much, roughly half as much, a little bit less than half as much. High to low is about 3,000, and you can see this downtrend was much more solid than this downtrend. It's a lot different. You can also see the type of daily bars are different now. The type of daily bars you see in here, the type of daily bars you see in here are a lot different than the type of daily bars you see from this high. I made this high on November the 22nd, and the daily bars are much different since that time frame. A lot more range and a lot more overlap on each day. There's so much overlap. Bars inside the percentage of the bar that's inside the previous bar is much higher. There's no separation of prices. Lots of reversals. So let's look at the trades on the day. Real simple. If you were trading the stock index 40, two Nasdaq strategies traded today. It was the VSD long short. This one held over the weekend. It doesn't have a don't trade on holidays function, so it took the short trade. The market reversed, took the long trade, reversed to the short side, down 732. Based on trading 8 contracts. So if you're trading 8 contracts of this, you're down 732, so less than $100 per contract per micro. And then Cobra 2022 is up $400 trading 8 contracts, so up about $50 per contract. So pretty much a scratch day on the micro. You would have been around plus or down about $50 trading 1 micro on this setup today. So pretty much not worth trading today, and we didn't take these trades in the accounts. And so let's look at the portfolio calculator. This is updated through Friday, February the 18th. The date is February the 21st on this because I've added some strategies, but it does not update the data for today. There's only 2 strategies that traded today. 3 strategies have been added to this. And what you see here is the stock index swing day trade Nasdaq with a $2,500 profit target. This strategy has a $1,000 stop loss, $500 profit target. It falls into our diversity of exits for one of those strategies where the profit target is closer than the stop loss, so it can quickly get out of the trade and more diverse exit. So had the question about a $2,500 profit target. Equity curve looked a little better longer term, so I put it in there. And it's not a different strategy. We're just testing it with a $2,500 profit target. And also gap continuation 2019. We initially had a $300 stop loss, and then we expanded to a $700 stop loss a couple of years ago. And now today I wanted to add the $2,000 stop loss. You could test that as well. $2,000 stop loss does a little better over time. It would have captured Friday's short trade better. Also, gap continuation and reverse. So gap continuation and reverse has been one of our more challenging strategies. I've added the conservative version that limits it to, there's an input in that says aggressive equals true. So if you set aggressive equals false and then set max daily entries to 1, you get the conservative version of gap continuation and reverse. And so some of these look a lot better. 3 strategies added. The ELD does not change for those. It's the same exact strategies, changing profit targets or inputs. And so I did update the workspace, and I'll show you that. So the only addition that's been added is in the OPT, which is the optional setups, and you don't really need this. I did add these output indicators so I could write to my portfolio calculator. This is the $2,500 profit target version of stock index swing. This is the $2,000 stop loss version of gap continuation. You can see that it would have caught that trade on Friday instead of getting stopped out, and has slightly better longer term performance. And gap continuation and reverse conservative, this is much better performance really in the short term because we're limiting it to 1 trade. And so I'm going to show you that. Here's gap continuation and reverse conservative. The current version has a steep drawdown, so the equity curve for the current version is down quite a bit. We become more conservative and limit it to 1 trade per day. This pattern is still pretty good to trade on a conservative level, and it could be better on the current version. The current version could do better as well. But I've added these as optional updates. I've added them to the portfolio calculator so they can be tested, and they might make the portfolio, they might be in the portfolio. And we've added this one last week. Don't trade at the zigzag indicator. The average of the last 10 days of the zigzags is greater than 20. You have to set that to 1, and you can put that, if you put that 1 in there, it'll filter out all the days where the zigzag indicator average of the last 10 days is greater than 20, and then you just simply wouldn't trade if the average of the last 10 days of the zigzag indicator was greater than 20. So that is what I wanted to share with you on this President's Day, actively researching these markets as we move forward in time, and always looking for better ways to trade. May add a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday filter in here. I may add a don't trade on FOMC, and so potential updates for that as well. So wanted to share that with you on President's Day. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.